I just saw a shark mother versus a mecha pink robot bear deck it out and fight in this episode of Fairy Tail. I think that's definitely made the day. Enough said about that. They're just like, I think I have seen it all now when it comes to terms of weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay. This episode, just straight out comedy. Honestly, this episode in my eyes is mainly meant for comedy than anything else. I was laughing pretty hard at this episode because of certain individual scenes, like the Lucy kick. Lucy, what was going in your mind? Please, enlighten us. What was going through your mind when you did Lucy kick? It was awesome, and I got a good laugh out of it, and I laughed my ass off. But what was going through your mind? Because you gave me enough laughter where I had to replay the scene twice just to see it again, because it was just that fucking what the fucking hilarious. But Arcadios, this man that we already know could solo lava. He walked through lava like a tank in the Grand Magic games. He walked through lava like a fucking tank. Could not fight this giant-ass shark. Okay? And he's physically strong. And you're telling me you thought your Lucy kick was going to do something. Okay, but just besides that, the episode, be real here, it's an okay episode. The main concept, like the overall plot progression we get in this episode, is where you got these keys introduced, like these new keys that have been custom made by the princess and Arcadios that supposedly can forcibly shut or open the Zodiac gates. And they're going to be using those to stop the overall plan for what, the Zodiacs are trying to do, their true freedom. That's what they're trying to get. So, besides that, that's pretty much all the plot progression we had this episode. You had a fight in this episode. You had it to where the ending conclusion, we find out that Arcadios made a fake set of keys, gave it to the princess. The princess lost it at the end of this episode because the Zodiacs ran off with it, and he pulls out of his freaking pumpkin hat the real keys, and I'm like, Arcadios, man. The master of all. The master of all. Dude. Like I said, this guy, I said it episodes a long time ago, like 10 to 15 episodes back, this dude is fucking badass, man. He thinks ahead. He has this sight of a seer. His foresight is fucking ridiculous. Like, he knew the keys were going. He knew they were gone. And so he put the fake keys in his freaking pumpkin hat. This dude walked through lava. I mean, as enough said, this dude is a badass, okay? I mean, damn. Episode, it's okay. Like I said, it's an okay episode. It's definitely not the best episode from this filler arc. I'd be lying to you if I said this was the best episode of the filler arc. I would. But it's not bad, so to say. It depends on your type of comedy, truthfully. At the end of the day, this is Fairy Tail. And Fairy Tail, truthfully, in my eyes, is mainly meant more for entertainment value than anything else. That's really what Fairy Tail is meant for. And if you could get around that and wrap, your concept around that about this episode, you actually might enjoy this episode. I know for a fact I did. But if you're going into this episode expecting a very straight-out, serious episode, you probably will be very disappointed about this episode. I'm willing to bet it right now. But besides the what the fuck moments with the giant shark, the pink bear fighting each other, the dreadlock Natsu with his hairstyle and Happy, I think this episode is pretty solid. I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, seriously, I've seen a lot worse. I really have seen a lot worse. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How did you feel about this week's episode of Fairy Tail? I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.